the rules in there telling you you're not allowed to film. You're not allowed to take a photo.
Have you had a word with that lady down there? She's filming.
Everyone's taking pictures.
You've got a different purpose for you. What are you doing?
This is a landmark in Halifax.
But you've got a different purpose.
What's the purpose? What is,
I don't know.
What is the
That's
purpose?
what I'm
You
asking
think I'm a terrorist?
I'm asking you a question.
Hostile reconnaissance? What's the purpose?
I'm asking you a question.
John, you're not qualified to answer that.
I'm asking you a question. You're not responding to me. You're asking you.
Are you a hostage negotiator? Are you a hostage negotiator?
I'm not a hostage negotiator.
Are you a bomb expert?
No, I'm not.
Do you know anything about terrorism?
I do some knowledge.
Welcome back to the channel where real public encounters are examined and the balance between citizen rights and authority is carefully explored. Today, we're looking at a clip from Auditing Yorkshire, a well-known auditor in the United Kingdom whose work often highlights how informed individuals respond to official pressure. You can find their channel in the description and show support for their efforts. If you are new here, stay connected so you do not miss future breakdowns. This situation begins with simple filming inside a privately owned space that remains open to the public, but it quickly develops as security staff begin questioning the camera equipment, the communication devices, and the intent behind the recording. As the interaction continues, the reasoning from the officials becomes unclear and inconsistent, which shifts the tone of the encounter and raises important concerns about transparency and authority. And as we move forward, it becomes clear that this situation will unfold in a way that reveals much more than it first appears.
Hello, gents.
Hiya.
How you doing?
What are you?
Can I ask, what's the reason you're filming and you got a radio on?
What's it got to do with you?
You're working in a piece on the private land. It's a private land, you cannot have your scanner.
I quote my colleague's reference, you've got a radio.
Yeah, I know. But you're in a private land, I can ask you easily to leave.
Why?
Because it's a private land.
But it's publicly accessible.
It's a publicly accessible,
But hang on
it's
a minute,
private land.
hang on a minute, before you
Can I
start,
ask
big
to
man.
leave?
Are you going to ask all the other people to leave who were taking
He's
pictures?
got a phone out.
So I'm asking you why you're taking a photo. You got a
Because I'm a
professional camera,
photographer.
you got a scanner on you.
What's the scanner got to do with you?
Well, you got a scanner radio, you got lots of
He's got
scanners
a phone
going on,
out,
you got
what?
radios,
There's not lots of scanners, mate, there's one.
Yeah, I know, but why you got scanners on?
It's got nothing to do with you.
Of course it's not something to do with me.
Of course
Can you
it's
not
not.
see?
Because you're in a place, we're using a radio, we've got two different radios you're using. I need to know why you're using a scanner.
Why are you using your radio?
Because that's this different radio. This is the Shopwatch radio, it's a sound safe radio.
Oh, I think I know what they are. Yeah.
So that lady down there's using a phone.
So
Have you
what
asked her?
is the
phone out.
reason you
Why
are
is she using a phone?
She's not using a professional
not
camera,
using a
though, is she?
professional camera?
Professional
So, is
now
there
we're
any
talking
signs
different
saying no
to
professional cameras allowed?
I don't know. I haven't looked
Do you
on
work
those
here?
things. Yeah.
Obviously, you security? No.
Cleaner.
Oh, you're not part of this conversation, man.
I'm
You
not even security, man.
You're not part of this conversation. Go away then, you're dismissed. Don't talk to cleaners, mate.
Right, so
Sorry.
I'm going to ask you to leave.
No, I don't talk to cleaners.
I'm not a cleaner.
What are you then?
Cleaner.
I'm not a cleaner, I'm a manager.
A manager.
So have you had security
Have you got a
training?
manager?
You've had first aid training.
Have you got a boss?
Oh, I do have a boss.
What do you think he'd think to this conversation right now, the way you're coming across to a member?
There's a
of the
signage
public?
on the door as you come in. Have you seen the sign?
What's the sign?
Come on, I'll show it to you.
No, I don't want
And
to
then
go,
you're gonna
just tell
start
me.
with the way
When you
back
enter in
the
any
premises.
premises,
Yeah.
you have to oblige the sign, oblige the rules.
But what sign is
So
it?
the rules in there telling you you're not allowed to film.
The interaction begins with authority being asserted immediately as the man claims the space is private and questions the use of a scanner while demanding an explanation even though no clear rule has been established. You can hear how the questions stack up as if permission has already been granted without justification, while the auditor remains calm, holding a camera and a radio and focusing on one simple point, which is asking why, because the real issue here is how the term private land is being used as a blanket claim, even after it is acknowledged that the public can freely enter and move through the area, where people are already using phones and taking photos without any challenge. And the only difference now becomes the presence of a professional camera, which suddenly triggers concern without a valid legal basis. There is no authority that allows photography to be restricted in a publicly accessible place simply based on equipment or appearance, and official guidance makes it clear that individuals cannot be singled out or questioned without proper grounds. As the moment unfolds, the shift becomes clear when the auditor points out another person recording and asks why the rule applies to one and not the other. And that is where the control of the situation begins to change, because consistency cannot be maintained and the explanation starts to weaken. The focus then moves toward the scanner and the radio in an attempt to justify the concern, but it does not hold because a rule that applies to only one individual is not a rule at all. And this is where the lesson becomes clear. When someone begins creating reasons instead of clearly stating them, it signals uncertainty. And the correct response is to remain calm, continue asking the same question, and allow the situation to reveal its own lack of clarity. While the manager begins to rely on claims that have not even been verified, which further exposes the weakness of the position.
Mark, in Halifax.
But you got a different purpose.
What's the purpose? What is,
I don't know.
What is the
That's what
purpose?
I'm
You
asking
think I'm a
the
terrorist?
question. I'm asking you a
Hostile
question.
reconnaissance? What's the purpose?
I'm asking you a
That's
question.
exactly why we
John,
have to
John,
ask.
you're not qualified to answer that.
I'm asking you a question. You're not responding to me. Asking you.
Are you a hostage negotiator? Are you a hostage
I'm
negotiator?
not hostage negotiator.
Are you a bomb expert?
No, I'm not.
Do you know anything about terrorism?
I do some knowledge. I do have some knowledge.
Right.
Yes.
I read a comic once, I know a lot about it.
I can tell you now, with the utmost respect, right, and this is fact, because I only operate on fact,
Okay.
right? Fact. I know more about the law
Of course you do.
and legislation
I
and
can't. I
policy
can't tell you do this for
than
a
you
job
do.
and you do it for a
So
living.
you leave me alone and get back to work, okay?
You're not telling me what to do. I can tell you what to do.
You can't tell me what to do.
I can ask you to leave the building.
And I can politely decline because I'm not
I'm
doing
gonna get the
anything.
police to
Get them,
relieve
bring
you.
the police then.
just
They'll
gone
come
out
and
that gate
educate you,
there.
my friend.
police-
There's a
police
lot of
right
people round here looking. This guy trying to eject us for no reason. There's people over there
I'm
looking.
asking
There's
you-
people
I'm
over
asking
there
you a
looking.
simple
There's only
question.
one
You-
person who's going to end up
I'm
with
I'm
this
asking you a
And you're not
simple
doing that
question.
about them.
You are giving me the
You're
wrong
picking
answer.
on us.
You're
I'm not
picking on
picking
us.
on
Yeah,
you.
you are, because there's other people with cameras, and you're not saying a word to them. Not did he squit or out. So you're
Ask you,
picking
why
on
you
us.
got the scanner? What's
about
the
what?
scanner? You're not
Is
asking
it illegal?
about- I'm not sure if it's illegal.
You're
or
not
not,
sure?
But you're
Well-
picking up other people's frequency on you.
How do
So
you
is
know
that illegal?
Of course it is.
How?
Because you.
What if you're a radio ham?
Well, if the conversation's going in this radio, you're not
What if
qualified
Hang on a
to
minute.
use
you're a
it.
radio ham? Are
Hang
you
on a
allowed
minute.
to?
You don't have to be a radio ham
There
to
you
have a
go.
scanner.
If
Scanners
you're
are not
listening
illegal,
to the
my friend.
conversations happening in the radio, you're not supposed to be knowing
Okay,
about
well,
it.
By
if
what
you're
law?
What do you mean by what law?
Is
This
the law
guy's a
saying you're
joke.
not allowed to listen in?
All right. If you're looking for someone, okay.
Why?
So
Why would I?
Why you want to listen to some kind of a conversation you're not regarding? You're not
Listen to
supposed to
Radio 1 on
listen
it if I
to.
wanted.
No.
Yeah, you can't.
The exchange moves into a more serious tone as the official raises the idea of hostile reconnaissance while at the same time admitting a lack of clear knowledge, which immediately exposes a major flaw in the reasoning, because suspicion is not something that can be created after the fact. It must exist from the beginning based on clear grounds. In this situation, there is no such foundation. People around the area are openly filming, and even the official acknowledges that fact. Yet this individual is treated differently without any clear change in behavior or context, and that inconsistency becomes the core issue. The moment the term hostile reconnaissance is introduced, the situation enters a far more serious legal territory that requires a genuine level of suspicion rather than guesswork or vague concern. What is happening here is an attempt to build justification after the action instead of having it beforehand, and that reversal weakens the entire position. The auditor responds with calm confidence and challenges the claim directly, which shifts the focus away from him and onto the official, who is now forced to confront the gap in his own reasoning. As the conversation continues, the focus moves toward the scanner and radio signals, with claims being made about restrictions, yet no clear legal basis is provided, and no specific law is identified, which further undermines the authority being asserted. This is the point where the situation begins to break down, because strong words without legal grounding cannot hold, and the key takeaway becomes clear. When faced with unclear authority, the most effective response is to remain composed and ask for the legal basis behind the claim, which often reveals whether the position is valid or unsupported. And this is where the pressure begins to build, and the weakness in the argument becomes more visible as the exchange continues.
Comedy gold, yeah. I mean, I close called Pulse FM over there. I was sat listening to radio.
So they're not just for
Well,
listening.
I'm going to
people.
educate you because I am a ham radio, okay? I'm an amateur radio, I've got a certificate.
Okay.
A scanner is not illegal. You can listen to any frequency on a scanner as long as it's not encrypted. Is your frequency encrypted?
Some of them is, yeah.
No.
This one is encrypted.
Oh, he's
Well,
got
then I won't be able to
filming.
listen to you then. I won't be able to listen. If that radio is encrypted, I will not be able to
my
listen
radio
to it.
I'm using here
Right.
is not encrypted.
Oh,
so
well,
you can
need to
pick this
upgrade
one
then.
up.
Which one's encrypted?
The one for
The
the
larger
town.
one.
That one.
Yeah,
I can
I'm not
guarantee
sure.
you now, and I'll put my life on it, that is not encrypted.
So you can listen to it.
I can listen to that.
So that makes
It's
it
not
legal.
encrypted, which makes it legal. If it was encrypted, if it was supposed to be private, then you have to pay extra money to get it encrypted.
So you need to go back to your bosses and say, can we have this encrypted then?
That's SiteLink's responsibility,
Because
mate.
you've
That's
got
nothing to do
security
with me.
breach if you're that concerned.
But I'm not listening to any radio. I've got radio on at the minute. Got my radio on at the minute. Do you want to radio through to Charlie and ask him if I can send someone down? Any Charlie Oscars maybe?
Charlie Oscar, we've got
See,
somebody.
yeah, you see, I do know quite. Oh, look,
Come in here.
is she a Charlie Oscar?
Hello.
Are you a police? That's fine.
Yeah. We're just discussing.
No, I'm a police officer.
Just can you identify yourself, please? Because we're doing everything professionally here.
Okay, I'm BC 3472
Right.
Rothwell. I work at Halifax
This
Police
man
Station.
is trying to eject us for taking pictures of the building when there's 100 other people doing the same thing. His
I'm asking
reasons
you
for
why
trying
he's
to
doing it.
eject
He's
us
not giving me a right. Who's the
is
most-
because I won't tell him why I'm doing it.
The building.
Do you mind if I ask you?
Am I required by law to explain to him why I'm out here doing this?
I'm asking you.
I'm not-
is
I'm-
there-
Listen,
Are you
with
filming
respect,
for anything
I'm not
in
even obliged by law to tell you guys.
Yeah, well that's fine. Okay.
And he's trying to
The point
kick
is,
us
from
out.
this point forward, regardless of what you're doing, he has asked you if you can leave now, okay?
Yeah,
what?
well, I did say to him we are going to leave, yeah.
But we haven't
did
done
tell him.
anything wrong.
You are going to.
But he kept on
I think
asking
the
us
point is he
questions.
wants you to leave now. Yeah.
Yeah, but can he do that? Because there's other people taking
I
photographs.
can't do that. I can ask you to
All
leave
we're doing is
anytime.
The exchange reaches a critical stage as the auditor directly asks whether there is any legal requirement to explain his actions, and the response that follows reveals a clear absence of lawful grounding, because instead of providing a legal answer, the officer shifts the focus toward a request to leave, which highlights the difference between authority and simple request. The auditor has already stated clearly that he intends to leave, yet the questioning continues and the tone becomes more focused on compliance rather than law, which is where the issue becomes clear. In a voluntary encounter, silence is a protected right, and there is no obligation to provide explanations without a defined legal basis. When the justification becomes based on wanting to know rather than lawful necessity, it exposes that the situation is being driven by curiosity rather than authority. At this point, the auditor changes approach and begins asking direct questions about the power being used, which shifts control of the interaction and places responsibility back on the officers to justify their position. The response given confirms that it is only a request and not an enforceable action, which creates a visible gap between what is being implied and what is actually lawful. This moment demonstrates how quickly pressure without proper authority can begin to weaken when calmly challenged, and it also shows that repeating a clear intention while avoiding unnecessary explanation prevents the situation from escalating further, while revealing the limits of the power being asserted.
He said he's not.
SIA badge, if you've
But he said
seen
he's
his
not.
SIA badge.
I've got it on camera saying he's not. I'm
Right,
filming
well, I
this
know for a fact
conversation.
that he is an SIA
He said he's a
badge.
manager.
He just lied to us.
He lied to us then, didn't he?
Well, he is.
We can move on.
Okay, yes, it's-
Yeah, we can move on.
Obviously,
It's not cause trouble.
I appreciate what you guys are saying. Okay, I'm not
And
going to
if
go.
the radio are encrypted,
I
he cannot
understand
listen to it. But if the open channel by the law,
I'm stopping on his radio now,
Channel.
and I'm listening to it.
In order to try sort of prevent any further issues.
Oh, yeah,
things
yeah,
like
yeah,
that.
yeah,
Are you
totally
okay to
respect
leave
that.
that?
Here, listen.
Okay.
We're gonna leave, but he's gonna be YouTube famous.
Conversations can be heard through
I can hear everything you're saying, pal.
radio.
He said it's illegal to have a scanner.
Right.
All right, we'll leave.
Listen,
At the end of the
asking
day,
if it's okay for him. He's okay for listening to the radio. I tried to make him understand. He's not